What is up, everybody? It's Revv time. Today I want to talk about reverb and delay, and when is there too much, or maybe sometimes there's actually not enough. Now, the way I want to address this is more from, or within the context of maybe a solo tone, or just like this type of solo, which is pretty. I've got it dialed pretty syrupy. You can hear there's a left and right delay happening, and there's also a kind of a hall reverb happening. Now I'm doing all of this inside of Pro Tools. These are plugins, but you can hear there's a lot of seemingly quite a bit. Quite a bit of effect going on there, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to attempt to solo over a track, and you guys actually might recognize this track because I've used it in another video, but just to give you a context of like, okay, that's where that reverb and delay is sitting right now, but what happens to it within a track context. So let's try this. Okay, that was terrible phrasing, and it's whatever, but you get the idea. It's like all of a sudden a lot of that really gets enveloped in the track. Now, we can go even hotter with the reverb and delays to make it stick out even more, or I can even back it off. But just as an example, that's kind of what I'm going for. I mean, I can turn off delay and we can just use reverb, and I can turn the reverb up quite a bit, and let's see what that does. Like, that seems like an awful lot of reverb, right? Let me try. Yeah, it seems like a lot of reverb. Let me see what that sounds like within the context of the track. So same thing, the reverb was actually kind of enveloped by the track. Now, I wouldn't normally maybe run this much reverb even within the track, but I'm just trying to give you an idea of what happens, what can sound like way too much within a track context isn't. And of course, when you're just playing by yourself, then, you can adjust accordingly. You can back it all down. So that's, delay and reverb in. So if I back that down, at least, in my opinion, where I would play if I was just playing by myself, let me see, let me back these off. About right there. I'd even turn the reverb down a little bit more. But within the context of the track, let's see where everything goes. Just about didn't stick the landing on that one. But anyways, you can hear right away, now it's actually pretty dry sounding within the track, but pretty audible outside of it. Now there's all kinds of tricks, you know, that I can employ. Like if I, you know, let's say I turn everything up a little bit, maybe about there. If I want delays to stick out more, I can brighten them up. Like right now, they're not super bright. Let's make them brighter. And let's add some more feedback so we get some more repeats. And we can try that within the track. So now you can hear the delay a little bit better, but I didn't necessarily turn up the level. And you can really do the same thing with reverb. You can use a brighter reverb or a longer reverb. But, you know, like I said, I didn't want to do like a deep dive necessarily into dialing all that stuff. It was more just a kind of a quick listen as to how reverbs and delays are in an ensemble or a track context, as opposed to the parameters of just sitting and playing by yourself. It's a pretty big difference, and how much is too much or not enough is obviously up to the individual. In this case, I was wanting to go for something a little bit more kind of syrupy, but you could hear that by itself it seemed like too much, but in the track it was actually fine. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about. I really appreciate you guys watching these videos. Please chime in the comments and let me know what you think. Hit that like button and you know, subscribe and ring that bell, because it really helps us out and helps us to get the content out there. And yeah, as always, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time.